Okay, Rush with Spirit of the Radio per request of Geddy Lee. And yeah, I went and checked to see if it was the real Geddy Lee. Wasn't. I was bummed. But dude, thanks for the request. And I gotta tell you, man, Rush, before I played guitar, I remember hearing Rush, man, as a kid and just being so intrigued. One of probably the most influential bands on me, and you guys don't hear me say that a lot. I was watching the 2013 induction of Rush to the Hall of Fame. It was Dave Grohl and his drummer talking about him. Check it out on YouTube when you get a chance. Just iconic, amazing. And the cool thing with Rush is, you know, all three of them are phenomenal, you know, at their instrument. This song takes me back to being in the arcade back in early 80s, playing video games and just going, man, this is right before I started playing guitar. So we're going to do this. I was going to do this anyways. I'm on a Rush kick right now. I'm getting a rush off it. Now, check it out. Don't get pissed at me and say, dude, who are you to say this? Alex Lifeson has a few videos out there where he's teaching parts to these songs. And you can find it. You can find the intro to this. And man, you guys are going to be hating on me. But I know what I'm saying here. And I'm not better than Alex Lifeson. I'm not, the dude is a god. And I don't get starstruck a lot. If I met him, my hair would stand up. He's such an influence on me as a player. So much respect. But he's, when he explains the intro, you know, I don't think, Rush is so good. Pick up on what I'm saying here. They're so good that, yeah, they've analyzed and worked out their parts. They've been playing them for years, decade after decade after decade. The way Alex Lifeson shows it when he's playing it, if you listen in the studio, and you can find actually an isolated guitar track of just Alex Lifeson playing it, you'll hear an extra opens in there. And Alex had this beautiful chord texture and amazing solos and all this stuff, which I loved about him. His chord stuff and his solo stuff, everything. But I don't think he's so good he just doesn't have to analyze anything that he does, if that makes sense. So if you find the isolated one where Alex himself is playing it, he actually plays a little different in the studio. And I'm not saying that because I'm like Mr. Know-It-All. I'm seriously not. I hear the note in there. Go to the isolated track. You may hear it, you may not. And then go to the one where he's explaining it. And it is a little different. Because he explains it like this. Oop. And there's actually an extra open in there. And here's what I mean. Because here's what he's doing. He does what he explains in the lesson by himself a few times in there, one or two, but the rest is this. Okay, so I'm going to explain this to you. Don't hate, because Alex is a god, man. I bow before Mr. Lifeson and Rush, okay? But I'm just telling you what my ear heard, and I know I didn't put the note in there. It is there. Okay, so enough of that. You came here for the lesson, but I love Rush so much I just have to talk about him. So we're going to go like this. I'm going to show you, maybe I'll play all the parts and then I'll break it down for you. He does a tricky thing, man, if you listen on the 7th time around. This is what I call one time. I mean, that's going to be a one time. So that's 4 times. Here's 5. 6. Here's what he does on 7th time. It's crazy. Alright, so that, and then he goes back to the initial one. And then the 8th one is a partial, which is, then he goes. That last note, but anyways, those are the parts I was thinking on showing you today. So I want you to see what I mean by the one time through, and then you'll know how many times to multiply. 2nd fret E, pull off to open. 3rd fret B, and and then open E. Okay, when Alex explains it, he's not saying that open E is in there. It is most of the time, but there is a time or two where it actually isn't, and he's just going. Okay, but here's what you're doing. Then we're going to do the same concept, but go to the 5th fret on the high E and pull off to open, and then 3B, and then open E again. So, and then back to the first one, 2E, pull off to open, 3B, and then a high E open. So, and then this part's kind of tricky to cram in there. It's a double pull off, 4th fret on the E and the 2nd fret. You're picking the 4, pulling off to 2, and pulling off to open. So it's a double pull off. Pick, pull, 3B, and open E. We're calling that one time, okay? You're going to do that 6 times. So you do that 6 times. The 7th time you do this. It's like the first half of it twice. Okay, 2-0 pull on the E, 3B open E. 5E pull to open, 3B open E. It does it twice. Then he does this to finish that off. So the 2E pull off to open, 3B open E, double pull off, 4-2 open on the high E. And then 3B and high E. So that 7th time is this. And then he does, or that might be the 6th time. Because there's a full one again of this, like the beginning ones you did. And then the next one does this. You start it over, 2 open high E, pull off, 3B, open E, and then 5E pull to open, 3B, and stop there. So on this, by the way, I have a slight flange on here with a little bit of phaser in it, and that's what Alex did as well. Go 4D, 2D, 5A, 4A, 5A, 4A, 2A. So, and then this next power chord leads you into the next part. So let me show you this part. Open E, 2nd fret A. Then 2nd fret E, 2nd fret A. I'm barring that. And then 3E, 2A. 4E by itself. So. And open A, 2nd fret D, power chord. You hit both those strings together. So we have open A, 2A, pull off to open. 3A, hammer to 4, and then bar the 2nd fret D and G and hit those. Okay, so you have. It's 4 times what I just played. 1 time is this. Actually, I'm so into the groove. Here's 1 time. That's 1 time. So you do that 4 times. Next part is this. And I loved how Alex used these chords with the opens around it. 7A, 9D, 9G. Hit all 6. And then go 7A. Like you'll hit all 6 here, right? It's a whole note, so it's 4 counts. 3, 4. And then go 7E, 9A, 9D, 8G, open B, open high E, strum all 6. And you'll hear this slide on 9E. 3rd finger would be the best, you'll see why. Because he's setting up for this chord. Slide to the 4th fret. As soon as you get there, drop your index to 2D, pinky to 4G, mute the A. Actually, if the A's in there, it's fine, but I think Alex is muting that. So it winds up, you're hearing 4E, 2D, 4G, open B, open E. So you strum all 6. And then it's an A major to a B major. 5, 7, 7, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Actually, it's going to be 7 times total. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, however you want to count it. And then just move it a whole step sharp up to B major. 7, 9, 9, 8. Hit it once. So we have. And then the next part, I love this. I love all the parts, so they're all favorite parts in this song. Alex had this cool little strum concept behind it, but I'm going to give you, this is what's happening. Go 7A, 9D, 9G, and hit the open E with that. And aim for string 6 through 3. Once in a while he's hitting the string 2, not a biggie. Go out. So we have, and then hit the high E and the open B as these notes are ringing, so you got to keep them down. Then we go up to the B major, so it's 7E, 9A, 9D, 8G. And strum those 4. Like I said, if you hit string 2, no biggie. It's not the dominant note though. It is on the root end though. So we have E, B, G after you strum it. Or actually E, G, B, sorry. Or you can cut the last note out and go. You can do the slide. Yes, he throws the slide part in there quite a bit, leading into this chord. 4E, 2D, 4G, muting that A string. We did this earlier, right? So you're going to strum them. Strum strings 6 through 2. And go strings 1, 2, 3. And then open A, 2D, 2G. Strum those. Then go 2A, hammer onto the 4th fret, so it's a whole step hammer on. 2A, 4E, and then back to this. No, then you're doing the. Okay? So, if you have questions, let me know. And don't hate. Love Rush, because they are one of the best ever. They will, how do you top Rush, really? Seriously. Watch that 2013 induction to the Hall of Fame, and watch Alex Lifeson's acceptance speech, or whatever you call it. The blah blahs. He's so good. I was laughing, man, like crazy. Rush is some funny dudes. So if you have questions, let me know. I'm Mike Gross, youtube.com/rockinguitarlessons1 and rockinguitarlessons2. I have how-tos in the style of technique, every style under the sun. I love all styles of music, always have. And I think that's the reason I like Rush so much, because yeah, they were predominantly a rock or progressive rock band, but they mixed reggae and everything, and Spirit of the Radio is a prime example of that, because they have that reggae part in there. So creative. How could 3 guys be that good and find each other and start a band? That's, geez, how is that possible? But they did it. Anyways, rockinguitarlessons.com, that's my website. Be watching for that any day now. It's coming. I hope to see you guys there as premium members. I do teach on Skype. My Skype name is Rocking Guitar Lessons. $50 an hour or $25 for a half an hour. If you're interested, send me a request and leave me a few sentences as far as styles and what type of things you'd want to work on. because we can work on whatever. I really highly suggest subgrouping this stuff, which is just basically little pieces going over and over it and building upon it until you get everything really solidified. And I'll help with originals, soloing, everything. So hit me up if you're interested. My email's rockinguitarlessons@hotmail.com. I have a Twitter. I never talked about that. But how do you say it? It's twitter.com/rockinguitarless. LES. Because, you know, it didn't let me write the whole word. So I was like, damn. But they'll get it. Rockin' Guitar Less. So if you want to add me on Twitter, feel free. And until next time, I'm Mike Gross. Keep practicing, guys. Show Rush some love. I'm going to go listen to some more Rush. Don't be surprised if I'm cranking out a bunch more Rush. But this one was for Geddy Lee. Yeah, for Geddy Lee. Man, it just sounds so cool. I just wish. Alright, man. Talk to you guys later. See ya.